Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Scoop
And I'm Trudy.
Hey, so we want to, I guess today is a interesting Thursday, so I'm a little tired today, so you're going to have to push me.
You should be.
You're going to have to push me, Mom Trudy.
Last time I saw you, you were heading out to 3 places. I only went 1. Remember?
Yes, I do remember.
And I went to the one that had a dear friend, not a dear friend, but an old friend of mine, Dee Dee Sharp, who used to do the mashed potatoes. You remember that?
No, I don't remember the mashed potato.
You shouldn't. You're too young. You're too young.
But I since I was able
to... you remember the mashed potatoes, Dee Dee Sharp? Oh. Do you remember, voice?
No. I have no idea what mashed potatoes are.
All right.
But I will say this.
No,
I don't know the mashed potato.
I will say this. I was with you last week when you saw Miss Sharp, and she's beautiful.
Yeah, she still looks good.
And
she can still dance.
Look,
she can still sing. She told me, I can't dance anymore, but I can sing.
I don't remember her, but I will tell her, and I'll tell you this. The age that you guys grew up in, I wish I could, and I hope that I'm following behind.
It was a ball.
I can look like you guys when I get to be seasoned, as Mr. Driver used to say.
Just bide your time, baby. Just bide your time. Just bide your time. The way you're going, because you left there and went to the made man event. And there, I wish I was there.
Yeah, did you see the picture on the front?
All these wonderful looking guys and successful guys and oh boy,
it's a beautiful picture on the front page this week.
It's good to see that many handsome men still around.
Yes, it is. It's
and then you
empowering.
You have your turn.
You didn't want to put on a suit and come hang out.
That's the voice. You know our voice.
You're a party pooper.
I'm allergic to suits.
And then you went to another one.
Then I went to People for People. They also had a banquet that night, so thank God.
You don't look like you ate anything.
Oh, look, so
listen,
I'm sitting.
You had a drink, but and you had some little hors d'oeuvres, horsovers, I call them.
But listen though, you have to I was sitting at the table at People for People, and they placed me and they gave me a nice seat and they put a plate in front of me, and I was at a table full of Eagles players, and pastors, people in suits, and I'm sitting there.
No wonder you didn't eat.
But we know I don't eat, so I'm sitting there picking off of my food, right? And I'm like, man, these guys are. I went off. Everything went off. Did we die? So I'm sitting there, and the thing that I thought, which was crazy, I'm like, these guys are probably looking at me like this is a horrible date. Because had they paid for my food, it wouldn't have worked.
You're listening loud. Okay. Listen, go ahead. Confessions.
My husband is here, so he's looking at me. But one of the things that he knows is true is that I have this problem, and I tell the truth. So I was sitting there looking, and I was like, oh, God, they must be looking like I would never take this girl out because I ate a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whole plate was still there.
Just the opposite for me. When I was growing up, no fellas wanted to take me out because I ate too much. They would always, is that your date? You better get her home before you go to the restaurant. They didn't want to take me out because I would eat everything. The whole meal and then some.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's the way it goes.
So that was last Thursday. But you know what I find is interesting? Thursday is like the busiest day of the week for me.
Oh, okay.
It should not be the busiest day because it's the day I deliver papers and I ultimately need to go home and go to sleep. But it ends up being the busiest day. There were 3 events that night. Friday morning, I got up, I went to Lincoln and Cheney and then delivered papers. Mm-hmm. And then it just kept going. And tonight I'm back at it again. You know, when I leave here, there are 3 or 4 different things I need to go to tonight. It's like the new Friday.
Well, it's an energy that you have, and I remember it. I can only think about it these days. I don't have that kind of energy anymore, although I am going to see a movie tonight.
Oh, what you
and see? I'm going to take, can I tell?
Yep.
Creed 2. Creed 2.
Oh, yeah. High five. I would,
Creed 2. And I'm taking my husband, too.
She got the hookup.
Ah,
Special premiere
Yeah, that's
viewing.
special
Yeah.
premiere.
good
I'm
for
going
you.
to see that tonight, and I
You
had
have to tell me.
I had to ask Shorty about the movie because I didn't see the one before it. So
Why didn't you just download it and let her watch it?
I probably wouldn't have. I don't mind being surprised.
Okay.
Besides, listen, Thanksgiving is coming.
Yes.
What are you cooking for Thanksgiving?
So I'm
Notice I said, what is she cooking? I didn't say what she's going to have.
so every year I go out for Thanksgiving. Either we go to my husband's family or we go to my family.
Oh, that's
but
nice.
I also cook because you can't
Someone
have
always, yeah.
but you can't have leftovers if you go to other people's house like
Yeah.
the next morning when you wake up. So I always make a turkey and a roast at home. And we have, of course, macaroni, cheese, greens, and pretty much everything that we have everywhere else that we go out. And my husband usually cooks. My husband cooks for me. But
Oh, I like you,
But-
Lyle.
but
My husband said, nothing wrong with that.
But for holidays, I have to cook the turkey. So he'll cook, and he's shaking his head now. He'll cook everything else, but I have to make the turkey. And
You're
there's-
happy with that? Okay,
Yeah.
he's shaking his head. He's saying,
Tell
yeah.
the truth.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
turkey dry?
No.
But you know
I
what?
actually can cook. I just run so much now. I don't have time.
Dear Sherry, I have never cooked a turkey in my life.
It's a lot of fun.
I eat. I don't cook. I eat.
You should try a deep fried turkey. That's how you do it
That's
in
what
New
they
Orleans.
tell me,
Yeah.
but I'm not interested really, frankly.
So I was
I've been very fortunate in being invited every Thanksgiving to someone else's home who knows how to cook.
so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and I don't think it's right
And
to
you don't
mess
worry
up a
about
good Thanksgiving dinner.
leftovers.
I think why that's that. Oh yes, always take leftovers. Always have leftovers. And I love leftovers. But I think my mother was a pretty good cook. But there was no one fancy. First of all, you have to have a family or a whole lot of people dropping in. And I've never been around a family since I was like in college.
Okay.
I haven't been around a family. I don't have a family, so I didn't have anyone saying
Like we
cook
need to
dinner.
cook.
Yeah, we need to cook Thanksgiving dinner, so I never did it. And now I'm inviting myself to your house even.
I'm not going to be there.
Did you catch,
But you
did
cook?
you catch that
You cook?
transition?
You
I
can
can
come
come
the
for the
next day.
leftovers.
You can
Yeah,
come the
okay.
next day.
You see how she set you up?
But she
She
did
reeled
this.
you right into that.
But she does this often. She invited herself to everything I
Yeah,
went
she
to
does.
last week.
Yeah,
She was
she
like, "I'm
does.
going with you.
Yeah.
I'm going with you."
I'm a
And I
hanger.
was-
I'm what you call a hanger on.
And I was like,
caught on to
okay.
that, right?
And she was in the car and she was like, I don't want to go with you. I'm going home. Go home to my husband. No, I don't want to go with you. I was like, I thought you were going.
Well, you had too many things on the docket.
She was like,
See, Ken, you think I don't think about you
she
when
said,
I'm out. I
she,
really
she
think.
says, I'm not going with you. I'm going. Take me home to my husband. I'm going home to eat. I said, well, okay.
What
But
a night. What a night.
Now then, so what about that now? You're doing a turkey. Let's make sure of that. I have my invitation. I have my invitation.
will
My
be-
girlfriend
there will
has
be
already
food for you.
invited me.
There will
So-
be food for you. Don't worry.
Okay.
The next day.
Okay.
We'll have dinner. We'll
So
have
I know
dinner.
where I'm going for the weekend.
We'll have dinner the day. Yes, we'll
Yeah.
have dinner the day after.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now we get to Christmas.
Christmas is
Are
a
you
ball.
decorating? I haven't decorated for Christmas for a long time. I did find some things in the closet. I was cleaning it out, and I did find some old things that I had been putting around. So this year I'm going to decorate for
I
Christmas.
decorate. I love to decorate. I take because I'm 5'0". I take the ladder. I go outside. I stand on the ladder and I put lights up everywhere because I have a kid. So my house has
that's-
to be
yeah.
Christmased out, and I have a Napoleon complex. So my tree is double my size. So I have to stand on the ladder in order to decorate the tree. My husband fights and argues every year because I have to have.
He's shaking his head now.
I have to have a real tree because growing up, we always had those trees that you had to put together. So I swore growing up, I will never have one of those trees. And when I had my first daughter, I brought my first real tree, and I refused to buy a fake tree. It's never happening in my house. I don't care what nobody says.
She's a very determined, organized person, right?
It's my
So-
hero.
So we have
Okay.
real trees now. I think I'm going to have a fake tree in the office because I can't see them pins being all over the carpet in the office. But at home, I have a real tree.
Do you have it cut? Do you go cut your tree? or-
No, I can't do
No,
that.
loud.
No, No, I go to and I buy the biggest tree that's on whatever tree lot.
Of course you do.
I like
Yes.
it. What kind do you get? Pine or? Well, now you know I didn't do too many trees either.
Yeah.
What kind do you get?
Big.
big, definitely. But I
How
have
long
to think.
do you keep the
It's like
tree
a
up?
fern. I get the fern.
Douglas
you
fir?
get
I love
a
Is that what
ferns.
it's called? Douglas
Yeah.
fir? Something like that sounds
No,
familiar.
I get a
don't know what it
fern
is.
tree.
Sherwood.
I get a fern tree. It's the kind of fluffy. It's the
okay.
fluffy tree.
Mm.
Not only
And
does
is
it
it
have to
it's
be
green,
tall,
though?
but it's green and fluffy.
Light and
Okay.
fluffy. Just like your
Yes, so
personality.
beautiful.
And then you decorate that. How long do you keep your tree up?
Oh, it comes down. My husband can't take it. He takes it down the day after New Year's.
Really?
It's over.
Now, when
Yeah.
I was coming up and, okay, the finger is up.
Yeah.
That
so-
means
so-
I'm up. That means time to quit. You're banging.
I know, I'm
Okay.
banging. But it wasn't, it was this. It was his ring.
Oh, okay. We'll be right back, folks.
Okay.
I have a call.
Yes, you have a call.
I've been waiting
see her
and
face.
waiting.
But
It's
but
like it's Christmas,
it's
right?
not my husband this time.
It's-
So
no, because he's right there. We have evidence.
Okay, where's the call?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Hi, Miss Trudy.
Oh, sweetie.
you're cheating.
How you doing, darling?
Okay,
Hi, Sherry.
Hey, how are you? You're not supposed to do this to us.
yeah.
Why not?
We thought we were getting a hit or something, you know.
Oh, this is a hit.
We thought we were, making
This
noise.
voice sounds familiar.
So you called in because you wanted to share how much fun you had following me around last Thursday, right?
Actually, I did. Following you around was a blast. Everybody loves
Your
Scoop
husband is
USA.
right. How do you know
And we
about
just
this?
went into the party. They like, oh, Sherry's here. They didn't ask for tickets or
That's
anything.
right. All doors
my,
open.
My escort. That's so you needed to call to share how much fun we had. And will you tell the truth? Like my plate was literally full, right?
I know his
Did
was
you-
full. His was full.
Did you understand when I said that they were looking at me like I was somebody that they wouldn't date
Oh, they were
because I
looking at him.
didn't eat anything, right? I sat there and nibbled off of that food and it was good food too. It was like,
Did you take a picture?
of course I did not. I don't do that to myself.
Come on.
Now, Sherry, you did get a nice lobster tail in the first event now.
Tell them.
How long did that lobster tail
While I
last?
was talking with
You know,
Dee Dee
I
Sharp
got in
and-
trouble for
and-
I got in trouble for that lobster tail. Miss Trudy says you're not here for that.
Hey, Sherry, Miss Trudy tells me that all the time. I'm not here to eat.
We all
I like,
caught
but
hell
the
that
food
night.
looks so
So
good.
you know what he does?
She
He
said-
comes in the door and he doesn't stop. See, most people will stop, take their coat off and get accustomed to the room. Straight line. Straight to the horsovers, I call them. Hors d'oeuvres.
Straight to the grub.
But I learned that name when I was in school.
Uh-huh.
She,
And, the first time I had to use it, and I couldn't pronounce it, of
She's-
course. Because what is it? French, yeah. And
we,
so I used to call them horsovers.
we was sitting there though. I'm standing there with a lobster tail, and she's like, "What are you doing? You're not here for that." I was like, "This is your interview.
What?
I'm with you. I'm escorting you. I'm not working. I'm
And I'm
eating
double
lobster."
parked
I
outside.
went and did my interviews and talked to Dee Dee Sharp, and Bobby Rydell was the other person that was being recognized. He's looking good. He's looking good for an old man. But he's
Miss
looking
Trudy, your
good.
husband's to your left.
Ken understands me.
See,
from
that's what
all
I just
those
said. See there?
years.
When I was doing that, she was like, "Look at you, your husband's right there." See?
But, hey, listen, folks. My husband comes up here with me every week, so he keeps an eye on me. And he's laughing. He knows I'm right.
It's Denzel over there.
But
Doesn't
see,
Mr.
when you
Kim
get
look just
my
like
age, you
Denzel?
can flirt.
Doesn't he? Seriously, look at him.
When you get my age, you can flirt.
When I get your,
It's all, and they all call you mama, grandma. Can I help you,
They
grandma?
don't
and all
Let
that
you on the
kind
bus
of
for
stuff.
free.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. But you get it coming. You got it coming. When you get 65, baby, just reach it. Oh, you got it coming. So, Anyway, back to Christmas. Do you like Christmas songs?
Yes.
Okay, I can't tell you which one I like best because I've been told that you can't go around just singing things that you want to sing over the tune. Is that right, Brad? Brad's there
Yeah,
in
just
the
not the
room.
full song. You can do like one line.
Okay, I like chestnuts roasting by the open fire.
Look at you
All
hitting the tune.
right. Which one do you like, White Christmas or chestnut?
Oh,
I know. Listen, I like all the Christmas songs.
I love all of the Christmas songs. I go through stages because growing up, I used to listen to the Jacksons, so I like their, you know, I like this. What's that? The Whisper. I like all of their. Like I like.
You like the Christmas songs?
Yes,
around
just
Christmas
yes.
time.
Ooh, the Temptations one.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing. That's not happening.
Oh.
Is Jerome still there?
Jerome,
I'm
are you
still here.
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you got that deep
Yeah,
voice.
you-
Do the Temptations one.
No, I can't sing that.
Why? You do everything else?
No. But I don't. I only sing in the shower.
Merry Christmas from the Temptations.
Is that the way they sound?
Yeah, that's the way the song ends.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
know,
Merry
remember.
Christmas from the
Merry Christmas
Temptations.
from the Temptations.
Oh, I didn't remember that. I don't remember the Chipmunks. Yeah. Merry Christmas to the cow. You know.
I'm so glad I'm videotaping this.
Well,
Okay,
so we're all the way at Christmas, but we got like how many weeks is that? Like six.
well,
six
listen,
weeks?
it is, but they've already started putting all the Christmas stuff out.
I know, and City
That's
Hall's
the first
they're having
time.
their Christmas tree lighting
You
tomorrow.
You like it like that? I like to get through Halloween and Thanksgiving. I like to see that. In fact, I want to go to New York and see the Rockette and the Christmas tree when they light it in Times Square.
We should go. We should go together. Can we make it? You're
Yeah.
not going to holler at me if I do something.
You told
she
me.
gonna holler at me.
You told me if we went together,
Yes.
that would be a
We
holler.
need a film crew. 'Cause the two of y'all in New York.
We're going
Would be
shopping.
hilarious.
We got
No. I'm not going shopping.
I'm going shopping. You're going with
I'm
me.
going up and
We
down.
gon-
I'm a window shopper, but I
No,
want to go
we
up and
gonna
down
go
Fifth
to-
Avenue. I want to see the big Christmas
No,
tree,
we gon-
but I want to see the Rockettes.
We're going to go to Saks.
And I want to have chicken and waffles.
We're
And
going,
you gotta go. You
in
gotta
New
go
York.
shopping too.
we're going to Saks.
You go and I'll take you.
You'll take me? That's a dangerous word. The word take means insinuates
Lyle,
you'll treat
I'll
me.
bring her back safely.
He put his head down when we said shopping.
Shush.
He just put his head
Pull
down.
out that credit card, baby.
We'll be right back.
Hey. So we're back. Hey, Brett,
Yes.
is our caller still there?
Yes, he is.
Your caller is still there?
Hey, Jerome.
Yes.
Bye, Jerome.
Hey, before I go,
Uh-oh.
remember Miss Trudy's birthday's coming up, and I just want to say happy early birthday.
Oh, you just wanted to get it in to make sure you got invited to all the parties so you can eat.
Hey,
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
You're
and By the
welcome.
way, a lot of people may not know Jerome. He's the tall guy with the hat.
Yeah.
Just remember the hat.
Just look up and look for the hat,
And the voice. If he says hello.
and look for someone with a whole bunch of food in their hand.
Yeah.
That would
See,
be him.
we're not gonna let them keep messing with you. Bye, Jerome.
Oh, we already kicked him to the curb.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
gone.
Good job, Brett. Good job.
But look, I'm looking through the scoop.
Yeah, because we got to do a little bit of
And
work
you
today.
have something on here that I remember so well, Chicken Bone Beach.
Well, if we're going to talk about it, we need to at least let people know that there's going to be there's a book about it, and the Art Sanctuary is going to be talking about it.
I've been planning a story on it. They have a museum
Mm-hmm.
in Atlantic City with all the pictures that this guy took.
This
during
is
the
him.
time.
This is his.
this
These are
it?
his pictures. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, we've got to go
it's
down
in a
there.
book. It's on next Sunday, the 18th.
Okay, let's make a trip.
You want to try to do that
Yeah.
together?
Yeah.
Here she go again.
I know. But this is history, so we can do
It
this.
is
This
history,
is
and I
easy.
bet a lot of folks
This is
out
easy.
there
We
are gonna
can do this
remember.
together.
Is that me? Oh, I know who. I ain't
So what
saying
we
no
got good up in
names.
here this week?
We got a couple quick minutes to go through this real quick. So we did go to the Made Man event, which was awesome. And if you look at the front page of Scoop, you'll see that there's this picture there with maybe 50 men in suits. One of the most powerful things you can see is a photograph of a whole bunch of black men all dressed up in suits and knowing that they give back to the community and the things that they do. So that was a wonderful event, and I enjoyed myself there. And I was happy that they invited me so that I could share this information.
Okay.
Veterans Day is Monday, so we definitely cannot forget. My father was a Vietnam vet. Sonny Driver, I think he was in one of the world
I don't
wars.
know.
But you know, I've been blessed to be around people who are veterans, and I have to acknowledge what they've done for everyone, including me personally, on another level, because they educate me about things that most people don't know because they were there.
Here's
So
one
we have
that
to.
educated me, Leon Sullivan.
Yeah.
They had their 50th anniversary. The Progress Plaza had its
Mm-hmm.
50th anniversary, and when I first came here, he was one of the first men that I met personally,
Mm-hmm.
Leon Sullivan, Reverend Sullivan, and he was tall, handsome, and aggressive young man that influenced what I did and and the friendship that I had with him, along with another young man at that time, Charles Blockson,
Oh, yes.
who is still around, and we have him to thank for having, I think, one of the most elaborate and extensive libraries on Black history in the world.
Yeah, it's on Temple's
Yeah,
campus, correct?
Yeah.
So while we're talking real quick, FYI, there's a job fair, and tons of people. This is Thanksgiving and Christmas time, and there are tons of people who don't have jobs. So Temple is having a job fair, and it is going to be Saturday, November the 10th. So I break one of my codes. I usually don't try to promote different things. If I do promote it, you have to know that it's something that's going to be beneficial to our people and our readers and the people that are actually in need. So this is one of the things that I always go hard for. So it's a job fair, and
Where's
it
it
is
gonna be?
at the, I'm trying to skim, it is going to be at the Prince of Peace Ministries at 1844 North 32nd Street.
And they're looking for job applicants.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're looking for a job, you should go there. If you need more information, you can look at the Scoop newspaper. It's on page 15. And you know what? One other thing, Dawn Staley, Bernard Hopkins were recognized and awarded like a week or so ago in New York. And that's also in the paper. It's a story about the awards that they received for what they do for the community as far as being sports stars, as they say. They do a lot for the community. So, and of course, they're from Philly. So I've been fortunate enough that I get news now from other parts of the world. So people in New York wanted me to be able to share that. So I took the opportunity to make sure that I do.
Thank them.
We can while we're there. We can. I actually can respond and let them know that I'm gonna come up. So I want to meet them because one of the things I like to do is put a face.
But we would be remiss to not acknowledge Cherie for her 1-year anniversary.
Oh,
Is it 1 year now?
Oh, the party.
Fantastic party.
Ah,
Good job. Well done.
it
Good
was
job.
last Saturday.
Yeah, it's like a blur, right?
You know what? I was building up to that, trying to weigh 4 different things and trying to make sure that I was able to do what I wanted to. So I was grateful and blessed because my event was not even about me. It was about the people that were there before me and the people that are now there. So I was able to set up a platform where I actually gave, thank God I was able to do this, gave each and every one of the writers who were there when I signed on as the owner of Scoop, I gave them each an award, an appreciation award for their years of service to Scoop and the community. And I did good because nobody expected it. So,
It was great. You did a good job.
so I had a party for them.
That's nice.
And I recognized them and I thanked them for, number one, trusting and believing in me and pushing me when over this past year, because I needed that more than anything. And their support allowed me to even make it to a year. So it was great. And they actually said they're not leaving me. They're going to stick around. But that wasn't what I was doing it for. I just was doing it because I recognized that we've never done anything like that. So this was the first of many. They told me that I have to do it every year. So going forward, we'll have an anniversary something.
And more free food. You
It's,
hear that, Jerome?
Free for you, not for me. not at those
But you did
events.
great. It was awesome.
So thank
That's a wrap.
everybody for having us again this week. I hate it when it's time to leave. It seems like we just get started.
Well, here's Trudy.
Yeah, and I'm Scoop. So bye.
Have a blessed day.